If you've ever felt overwhelmed trying to force everything in your life to fit perfectly, this message is for you. Sometimes the best approach is to allow things to unfold naturally. Today we'll explore why pushing situations, relationships, or outcomes can be counterproductive. Stick around until the end, where you'll find valuable lessons to enhance your plans at any stage of life. Now, if you are new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics show that only 15% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has helped you in any way, I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We often get caught up in the belief that if we control every detail, we can shape life exactly as we want. But have you ever considered that this relentless push for control might actually be working against you? 1. Appreciate solitude. Solitude doesn't have to be something negative. In fact, spending time alone can be incredibly enriching. In a society that values constant social interaction and busyness, solitude is often misunderstood as isolation or even failure. However, when we learn to be comfortable with our own company, we discover a source of peace and self-knowledge that is hard to find in the daily hustle. For many, the state of being alone is a negative condition, something to avoid. But for the Stoic philosopher, solitude is not an enemy to flee from, but a close friend, an opportunity to delve into oneself. In moments of solitude, we are not disturbed by the noise of the world around us, nor do we have to chase social pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, we can listen to our own voice, facing our most authentic thoughts and feelings. Solitude allows you to reflect, a luxury in a world full of distractions. In these moments of reflection, you can evaluate your thoughts, emotions, and actions without external influence. It is a space where you can align your values with your decisions and understand what truly matters to you. As Seneca said, "The greatest wealth is peace of mind," and that peace is often found in the stillness of solitude. Ask yourself, when you are alone, how do you feel? Do you feel empty, insecure, or do you find peace and clarity within your soul? Solitude gives us the opportunity to reflect and understand ourselves. It helps us reevaluate our lives, assess our values and goals, and discover what truly matters to us. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make of it." Being alone gives us the space to think, to improve the quality of our thoughts, and thus improve the quality of our lives. In addition to reflection, solitude is an opportunity to recharge your energy. Social interactions, while valuable, can also be exhausting. Being alone allows you to disconnect and regain your vitality. This time is crucial for maintaining mental and emotional balance, allowing you to face the world with a renewed perspective. Think of solitude as a time to recharge your inner batteries so you can later give your best in your relationships and activities. When we appreciate solitude, we stop seeing it as a punishment and recognize it as a precious gift that helps us grow and mature. Dedicate time to yourself. Seek moments of stillness in your busy life and listen to your inner voice. Try spending an afternoon walking alone, meditating, or simply reading a favorite book. You'll discover that in solitude you can find infinite inspiration and true peace. Knowing yourself better is perhaps one of the greatest gifts of solitude. In the stillness, you confront your thoughts and emotions more clearly, without distractions. You can understand your desires, fears, and motivations on a deeper level. This self-understanding not only strengthens your self-esteem, but also improves your relationships with others, as it allows you to be more authentic and aware of who you are. Take advantage of these moments to meditate, read, or simply be in silence with yourself. Meditation, in particular, can help you cultivate a calmer and more focused mind, freeing you from stress and anxiety. Reading allows you to immerse yourself in other worlds, expanding your knowledge and perspective. And the simple act of being in silence, without any external pressure, can be a deeply restorative experience. Solitude is not an enemy, but a teacher, a friend who helps us find ourselves. Appreciating solitude is appreciating life for the opportunities it offers to understand and develop ourselves. Let Stoic philosophy guide you on this path so you can live a full and meaningful life. So don't fear solitude. Embrace those moments as opportunities to grow and strengthen yourself. As Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Learn to find freedom and fulfillment in your own company, and you will discover that solitude, far from being a burden, can be one of the most liberating and enriching states on the path to finding happiness and meaning in life. Many people often confuse effort with strength. They forget that sometimes letting go is the key to unlocking freedom and peace. Stoicism teaches us that not forcing things to go our way doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or ambitions. It's about learning to live in harmony with nature, with ourselves, and with life. Take a moment to look at your life and realize that not everything needs to be controlled. Take time to enjoy each moment, embracing impermanence and knowing that some things are beyond your reach. When you stop forcing things and start living naturally, you will see that everything gradually becomes clearer and easier. Joy and happiness are not destinations. They are found in every step you take, in the acceptance and deep understanding of the essence of life. 2. Embrace letting go. Clinging to things that no longer serve you can hinder your personal growth. Whether it's a relationship, a job, or a long-held belief, learning to let go can free you and open doors to new opportunities. Practice detachment and allow new experiences to enter your life without resistance. Letting go of what no longer benefits us creates space for growth and renewal, enabling life to flow more naturally without being tethered to the past. This process allows us to explore new possibilities and align more closely with our current self. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Practicing detachment helps you react with wisdom and calm, allowing you to navigate life more freely. Letting go requires courage and the willingness to face uncertainty, trusting that what comes next will be better for your well-being. This is not an easy process, but it is essential for ongoing personal development. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and self-confidence, enabling you to flow with life rather than resist it, leading to a richer and more meaningful existence. Learning to let go is a core principle of Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to live in peace and contentment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on everything or becoming passive. It means understanding that some things are beyond our control. Detachment is a skill that requires practice and awareness. We often hold on to things and people because they give us a sense of security or identity. However, when what once supported us starts to limit us, it's time to reconsider their place in our lives. Detachment isn't about being indifferent or cold. It's about being able to let go with gratitude, acknowledging the value those experiences or relationships brought. Imagine holding a hot stone tightly. You know that if you keep holding it, you'll get burned, but if you let it go, you'll feel light and relieved. Life is similar. There are pains and challenges we must release to find peace. Why do we hold on to sadness, anger, and disappointment? These negative emotions not only harm us, but also prevent us from living a happy and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." When we let go of unnecessary burdens, our minds become lighter and freer. This doesn't mean abandoning everything, but being selective about what we hold on to, focusing on what truly matters. Letting go is like tidying up our minds, clearing away the clutter to make space for light and air. It's also important to reflect on our beliefs and values. These are the foundations upon which we base our decisions, actions, and ultimately our lives. However, as we grow and evolve, some of these beliefs may become outdated or no longer resonate with who we are now. We often hold on to ideas or perspectives that no longer align with our personal evolution because they provide a sense of identity or security. Yet, holding on to them can prevent authentic growth and hinder our progress. The process of re-evaluating our beliefs requires courage because it can be uncomfortable to question what we once considered absolute truths. However, this introspection is necessary for personal growth. By examining our beliefs and values, we can identify which ones limit us and which propel us forward. It's in this honest evaluation that the power of transformation lies. As Seneca said, "It's not that we have little time, but that we waste a lot." Clinging to outdated beliefs wastes time and energy that could be invested in our true development. Letting go of these outdated conceptions allows us to grow more authentically, aligning ourselves with our true nature and the path we wish to follow. By releasing what no longer resonates with us, we create space for new ideas, perspectives, and opportunities. This process not only frees us from unnecessary burdens, but also equips us with the flexibility and open-mindedness needed to adapt to life's inevitable changes. Furthermore, letting go of old beliefs fosters a growth mindset and a love for continuous learning. We become more receptive to new experiences and knowledge, expanding our understanding of the world and ourselves. This openness is crucial to living a full and enriching life, where we don't get stuck in the familiar, but are willing to explore the unknown. Ultimately, by allowing ourselves to evolve along with our beliefs and values, we cultivate a life more aligned with our current essence. This not only leads to greater authenticity, but also prepares us to embrace opportunities that truly resonate with who we are now. Instead of clinging to a past that no longer defines us, we open ourselves to a future full of possibilities, where each new idea and opportunity can be a catalyst for our continued growth. The act of letting go applies to many aspects of life. You can release toxic relationships, unrealistic expectations, or worries about the future. You can let go of past mistakes and learn to forgive yourself. Ask yourself, what is preventing you from living a happy and meaningful life? What can you let go of to make room for better things? Learning to let go is not an easy path, but it leads to true freedom and peace. Remember, letting go is not giving up. It's about acceptance and appreciating what you have. 3. Live fully in the present. It's easy to get caught up in memories of the past or worry about the future, but doing so can prevent you from enjoying the current moment. When our minds are divided between what was and what could be, we disconnect from what is, losing the opportunity to fully experience life as it unfolds. Practicing being present in every activity you do, whether working, eating, or simply breathing, is a powerful way to reconnect with the here and now. This awareness not only helps reduce stress, but also increases overall well-being by allowing you to experience each moment with greater depth and meaning. In Stoic philosophy, living fully in the present is a fundamental principle that helps us find peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. As long as you live, as long as it is in your power, be good." This quote reminds us that time is finite and precious, and that only the present moment is truly within our grasp. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on what is within our control, and the present is the only thing we truly have the power to influence. By focusing on the now, we cultivate a more centered and resilient mindset, capable of handling life's fluctuations with greater serenity. As Seneca said, "The man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." By learning to be present, we reduce the tendency to anticipate sufferings that may not materialize, freeing ourselves from unnecessary worries. Have you ever sat next to a loved one and realized that you were completely caught up in other thoughts, missing out on the precious present moment? Ask yourself, how many times have you missed simple joys because your mind was elsewhere? By living fully in the present, we not only enrich our own lives, but also bring peace and joy to those around us. To live fully in the present, ask yourself, what is happening now? And how can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? These questions will help you return to the present, reduce distractions, and feel a deeper connection with the world around you. The practice of mindfulness is a valuable tool for keeping us anchored in the present. When you immerse yourself fully in the activity you are doing, without allowing your mind to wander to the past or future, you cultivate a greater connection with your environment and yourself. This conscious focus can be applied to all areas of your life. At work, it allows you to be more productive and creative. When eating, it helps you enjoy your food more and be more aware of your eating habits. When breathing, it provides an anchor to the present, a simple yet effective way to calm your mind and body. Furthermore, being present in every activity you do allows you to live with greater intention and purpose. It's not about doing more things, but about doing each thing with more attention and awareness. This shift in perspective transforms daily tasks into acts of meditation, where each action, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity to practice presence and find peace in the routine. The ability to be present also has a significant impact on our relationships. When we are truly present with others, we offer them our full attention, which strengthens our connections and allows us to communicate with more clarity and empathy. This practice not only improves our interactions, but also helps us build deeper and more meaningful relationships. Practice this daily, whether you are eating, working, or simply breathing. Paying attention to each small action will help you appreciate the value of every moment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to meditate, calm your mind, and return to yourself. Let go of worries and pressures and enjoy each present moment. Incorporating this practice into your daily life can be transformative. By paying attention to each small action, such as consciously chewing each bite or focusing on the texture of a surface while working, you begin to discover the depth in the ordinary. Establish the habit of setting aside a few minutes each day to meditate, not as another task on your list, but as a sacred space to calm your mind and reconnect with yourself. During this time, let go of the worries and pressures that keep you from the present and allow stillness to envelop you. This simple act of being present not only helps you appreciate the value of each moment, but also provides you with a sense of peace and balance that extends to all areas of your life. Living fully in the present means focusing entirely on what is happening now, feeling and experiencing each moment deeply. This not only helps reduce stress and anxiety about the future, but also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of daily life. Imagine sitting under an ancient tree, listening to the birds sing, and feeling a gentle breeze on your skin. You can immerse yourself fully in that moment without worrying about unfinished tasks or distant plans. 4. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice focused on being completely present in the current moment without judging it or trying to change it. This technique, rooted in ancient meditation traditions, has become popular in the Western world for its multiple benefits for mental and emotional health. Practicing mindfulness involves training your mind to focus on the here and now, which can lead to greater mental clarity, a significant reduction in anxiety, and a greater enjoyment of everyday experiences. Mindfulness is not just about focusing on what is happening around you, but also about being deeply aware of your own emotions and thoughts without judging them. It helps us live fully in the present, reduces stress and anxiety, and therefore allows us to achieve peace and satisfaction in life. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement emphasizes that mindfulness helps us control our minds, which is more important than trying to control external factors that we cannot change. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without being carried away by them, allowing you to better manage stress and difficult emotions. This approach can help you develop greater empathy and understanding towards yourself and others, fostering healthier and more satisfying relationships. Imagine an especially stressful workday. Since you woke up, you've been rushing from one task to another, dealing with urgent emails, endless meetings, and unexpected problems that seem to arise out of nowhere. As the day progresses, the accumulation of responsibilities and worries starts to weigh on your mind. Finally, as night falls, you come home exhausted, with your mind still full of thoughts about work, family, and personal responsibilities. Instead of letting these thoughts control you and overwhelm you even more, you decide to take a few minutes for yourself. You sit in a quiet place, away from distractions, and start practicing mindfulness. You close your eyes and breathe deeply, feeling the air enter and leave your lungs. Each inhalation and exhalation helps you calm down a little more, allowing you to let go of the day's worries. As you focus on your breath, you ask yourself, "What can I do right now to feel more at peace?" This simple act of reflection allows you to reconnect with yourself and focus on the present moment. You realize that although you cannot change what has already happened in the day, you do have the power to influence how you feel at this moment. The practice of mindfulness not only helps you relieve accumulated stress, but also gives you a renewed mental perspective and alertness. By focusing on the present, you start to see things with greater clarity and calmness, allowing you to approach your responsibilities with a more serene and balanced perspective. As you continue to breathe and focus on the present moment, you feel your body and mind relax. The tension in your shoulders decreases, and your mind, once clouded by stress, clears. Gradually, you realize that despite the day's difficulties, you have the ability to find inner peace and balance. At the end of your mindfulness practice, you feel renewed and ready to face the rest of the evening or night with a more positive and calm attitude. You have given yourself the gift of a few minutes of peace and clarity, and that makes all the difference. Incorporating mindfulness exercises into your daily routine can be simple and highly beneficial. You can start with basic practices, such as meditation, where you sit in silence and focus on your breath, letting thoughts pass without clinging to them. Another useful technique is conscious breathing, which involves paying attention to each inhalation and exhalation, feeling how the air enters and leaves your body. Mindfulness helps us avoid being swept away by negative emotions and external disturbances. When facing difficult situations, ask yourself, "Can I control this?" If not, learn to accept and let go. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Practicing mindfulness is not an easy process and requires patience, but the benefits it brings are immense. You can start with simple exercises, such as breathing deeply, focusing on each breath, feeling the air enter and leave your body. While doing these exercises, ask yourself, "What am I feeling right now?" What am I thinking? And why? These questions help you become more aware of yourself and your surroundings, freeing you from unnecessary worries about the past or future. Moreover, you can practice mindfulness in your daily activities, such as eating, walking, or even washing dishes. The key is to do it with full awareness, focusing on the sensations, sounds, and smells you experience at that moment. For example, when eating, pay attention to the flavors and textures of the food, chewing slowly and enjoying each bite. By making mindfulness an integral part of your daily life, you will not only improve your concentration ability and reduce anxiety, but you will also be able to experience a greater sense of peace and well-being. Thus, mindfulness becomes a powerful tool for living more fully and consciously, making the most of every moment. The constant practice of mindfulness can also have significant physical benefits. Studies have shown that mindfulness can lower blood pressure, improve sleep quality, and strengthen the immune system. These positive effects on physical health add to the mental and emotional benefits, creating a virtuous circle that improves overall quality of life. Moreover, mindfulness can enrich your personal relationships. By being more present and aware in your daily interactions, you can listen to and understand others better, fostering more effective communication and deeper connections. This increased empathy and understanding can strengthen your emotional bonds and contribute to a more satisfying and balanced social life. 5. The art of gratitude. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude has the power to transform your perspective on life in a profound and lasting way. Every day, take a few minutes to reflect on the things, big and small, that you feel grateful for. This simple habit can have a significant impact on your overall well-being. The art of gratitude is not just about saying thank you when you receive help. It is a state of mind, a way of life. It requires us to pause, reflect, and recognize the good things that we often overlook. These small things can bring deep joy and satisfaction if we learn to appreciate them. By taking this time to recognize and appreciate the positive in your life, you may experience an increase in your level of happiness. Gratitude helps you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, which can reduce dissatisfaction and envy. Moreover, this practice can lead to greater life satisfaction as you start noticing and valuing the everyday blessings that might have gone unnoticed before. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This advice reminds us that happiness does not come from achieving things, but from recognizing and being grateful for the small and simple things that life offers. Gratitude also has tangible benefits for your interpersonal relationships. When you express gratitude towards others, you strengthen your bonds and foster an atmosphere of mutual respect and appreciation. People feel valued when you acknowledge their efforts and contributions, which can improve the quality of your interactions and create a more positive and collaborative environment. When you feel stressed or tired, pause and ask yourself, "What am I grateful for today?" This simple question can help you shift your perspective and find joy in the everyday. A specific example of the power of gratitude is the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychologist and philosopher who survived the Auschwitz concentration camp. In the harshest circumstances, Frankl found reason to be grateful, even for the small acts of kindness among the prisoners. Gratitude helped him maintain his faith and spirit, overcoming the most severe trials of life. In terms of mental health, numerous studies have shown that practicing gratitude can reduce stress and symptoms of depression and anxiety. By focusing your mind on positive and rewarding aspects, you can counteract the brain's natural tendency to focus on the negative. This shift in focus can lead to greater emotional resilience and a better ability to face life's challenges. To start incorporating gratitude into your daily routine, you can keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. You can also practice meditative gratitude, where for a few minutes you focus on feeling and expressing gratitude. Another option is to share your thoughts of gratitude with friends or family, which not only strengthens your relationships, but also helps you stay committed to this practice. Moreover, you can create visual reminders that help you keep gratitude at the center of your daily attention. For example, you can place sticky notes with gratitude messages in visible places, such as your mirror, computer, or refrigerator. These small signs can serve as constant reminders to stop and appreciate what you have. You can also establish a morning or evening routine where you take a few minutes to reflect on the good things of the day, whether silently or by sharing them with someone close. These actions, though simple, can help you cultivate a habit of gratitude that integrates naturally into your daily life. Think about your own life. What can you find to be grateful for at this moment? It could be a good friend, a job you love, or simply good health. By cultivating gratitude, you not only find joy in the simple things, but also build a stronger and more peaceful soul. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude will not only make you feel happier, but can also significantly improve your relationships and mental health. By taking time each day to reflect on what you appreciate, you can transform your perspective and lead a fuller and more satisfying life. Gratitude is not something distant or difficult to reach. It is within our reach if we only pause, reflect, and appreciate the good things around us. As the teachings of the Stoic philosophers suggest, let gratitude be your guiding principle, leading you to a peaceful and happy life. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself, and I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write mind over body so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Also, I've linked some books on Stoicism that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. 6. Use silence effectively. Silence can be a powerful tool for reflection and mental clarity. In a world full of noise and constant distractions, finding moments of silence becomes essential for our emotional and psychological well-being. Take time each day to be silent, whether through meditation, a quiet walk, or simply sitting in stillness. These moments of tranquility not only offer you a break from daily tensions, but also create a space for you to listen to your deepest thoughts and feelings. In the modern world, where noise and hustle constantly surround us, the power of silence is often underestimated. However, for a Stoic philosopher, silence is not just about stopping talking, it is an art of controlling the mind and emotions. When we listen to silence, we not only hear the sounds around us, but also the voice within our souls. It is then that we can deeply understand ourselves and the life around us. Regular practice of silence allows you to disconnect from external noise and connect more deeply with yourself. In this state of stillness, you can explore your emotions, reflect on your experiences, and gain clarity about your goals and desires. Moreover, silence gives you the opportunity to appreciate your surroundings more, to observe the small details of nature, and to find beauty in the simplicity of everyday life. Silence allows us to perceive things with greater clarity and wisdom. Perhaps you have experienced moments when silence helped you find answers to difficult questions or brought you peace amid pressure and anxiety. Do you remember the last time you were truly silent and listened to what your heart had to say? By taking time for silence, you also significantly improve your ability to handle stress and anxiety. In an era where noise and distractions are constant, finding moments of quiet becomes a powerful tool for mental health. The mind, when not constantly bombarded by external stimuli, can relax and recharge. This mental rest is crucial as it allows you to process experiences and emotions more effectively, reducing the sensory and emotional overload that often leads to anxiety and stress. Moreover, silence also has a profound impact on physical well-being. When the mind relaxes, the body responds positively, reducing muscle tension and blood pressure. This, in turn, improves the immune system, making the body more resistant to illness. Regular practice of seeking moments of silence can lead to better sleep quality, greater concentration ability, and a general sense of balance and well-being. On the other hand, silence also fosters self-awareness and introspection. In stillness, it is easier to connect with yourself, identify thoughts and feelings that may go unnoticed amid the daily hustle. This internal connection facilitates more conscious decision-making and problem-solving with greater clarity. Integrating silence into your daily life not only improves your mental health by reducing stress and anxiety, but also has tangible benefits for your physical health and overall well-being. It is a simple yet powerful practice that can transform your quality of life, providing you with a solid foundation of tranquility and balance amid daily chaos. A specific example of the power of silence can be seen in conflict situations. Instead of reacting with anger or impulsive words, silence allows us to step back, assess the situation, and respond with wisdom. As Epictetus advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By listening more than we speak, we create space for understanding and genuine connection. Ask yourself, when was the last time you were truly silent? What did you discover in that silence? You might realize that silence is not just about stopping speech, but about reaching the deeper layers of the soul, finding peace and wisdom in every moment of life. Silence, in essence, is the most powerful voice of self-control and understanding. Therefore, integrating moments of silence into your daily routine is not just a self-care practice, but a way to enrich your life and foster a deeper connection with the world around you. Whether you choose to meditate, walk silently in nature, or simply sit in calmness in a quiet place, silence can be a powerful ally in your quest for inner peace and clarity. Matam 7. The power of acceptance. Accepting things as they are, instead of fighting against them, can be incredibly liberating. Acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather recognizing reality as it is and working with it in the best possible way. This attitude of acceptance has the power to transform our lives, as it allows us to stop resisting the inevitable and start flowing with the circumstances that surround us. Acceptance is not simply about resignation or giving up. It is about having the inner strength to face every situation with calm and clarity. Epictetus, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The power of acceptance lies in this truth. When we accept situations as they are, we free ourselves from the weight of expectations and the constant desire to change what is beyond our control. Instead of wasting our energy on regrets and frustrations, we can focus on what truly matters, finding solutions and adapting to present circumstances. This change in perspective not only significantly reduces stress, but also opens us to new possibilities and opportunities that we might have previously overlooked. Think of a time when you faced a difficult situation. Perhaps it was losing a job, a broken relationship, or a serious illness. Our initial reaction is usually resistance, denial, and trying to change reality. But have you ever wondered what would happen if you stopped resisting and started accepting? Acceptance teaches us to live in the present, to appreciate the current moment, and to recognize the value of every experience, whether good or bad. It allows us to see challenges as opportunities to grow and learn, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. This positive attitude strengthens us emotionally and helps us develop greater resilience in the face of adversity. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It is about understanding the nature of the situation and finding a wiser way to deal with it. Acceptance does not mean giving up on dreams or stopping striving. On the contrary, it helps us see more clearly what really matters and realign our goals. Accepting a difficult or unexpected situation is not a sign of weakness, but a manifestation of inner strength and emotional maturity. It is recognizing that there are things beyond our control, and that insisting on changing the unchangeable only leads to frustration and unnecessary wear and tear. Acceptance gives us the opportunity to conserve our energy for what we can truly influence and transform. Moreover, acceptance allows us to cultivate a broader and more compassionate perspective towards ourselves and others. By accepting our limitations and those of others, we learn to be more understanding and patient. This attitude not only improves our interpersonal relationships, but also helps us develop greater resilience in the face of adversity. Acceptance does not imply conformity. It is a first step towards conscious and deliberate action. When we accept reality as it is, we can plan more clearly and effectively. We can identify our current resources and limitations and design realistic and effective strategies to achieve our goals. Acceptance gives us the solid foundation from which we can build and move forward without the distractions of denial or resistance. Acceptance is a powerful tool for personal growth and well-being. It helps us live in the present, embrace our circumstances with serenity, and move forward with determination and purpose. It reminds us that while we cannot always choose the cards we are dealt, we can choose how we play them. And in that choice lies our true strength and freedom. For example, when a job opportunity does not come as you expected, instead of feeling disappointed, accept that it is part of the journey and continue seeking other opportunities. Acceptance makes us more flexible and resilient in the face of life's changes. It brings us inner peace by freeing us from the whirlwind of negative emotions like anger, anxiety, or fear. Moreover, acceptance can improve our relationships with others. By stopping trying to change people and accepting their characteristics and behaviors as they are, we foster an environment of understanding and mutual respect. This does not mean that we should tolerate harmful behavior, but that we can address conflicts in a more constructive and empathetic way. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you accepted everything as it is without trying to change or control everything? You might find more tranquility and serenity within yourself. Acceptance does not make us weak. Rather, it gives us the strength to face every challenge with calmness and confidence. Acceptance is not a passive act, but a conscious choice to live more fully and peacefully. It is how we harmonize with the flow of life, facing every difficulty and challenge without being swept away by the whirlwind of dissatisfaction and stress. Challenge yourself, and you will see how the power of acceptance can truly transform your life. On a personal level, accepting our own limitations and mistakes frees us from self-demand and guilt. It allows us to be more compassionate with ourselves and recognize that imperfection is part of the human condition. This self-recognition drives us to work on our personal growth from a place of self-love and understanding, rather than from criticism and dissatisfaction. Therefore, adopting an attitude of acceptance not only improves our mental and emotional health, but also prepares us to face life's challenges with an open and resilient mindset. Accepting things as they are allows us to live with greater serenity, find more effective solutions to our problems, and ultimately lead a fuller and more satisfying life. 8. Enjoy the journey, not just the result. We often become so focused on reaching our goals that we forget to enjoy the process. Society constantly pushes the idea that success is measured by achieving goals, but what truly enriches our lives are the moments we experience as we move toward those goals. Every step of the way is an opportunity to learn and grow, not only in terms of skills and knowledge, but also in our capacity for resilience, patience, and appreciation of the small things. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the true value of life does not lie in achievements or final outcomes, but in the journey we undertake to reach them. Imagine climbing a mountain. The summit is the ultimate goal, but the steps you take along the way are what truly matter. On this journey, you meet new friends, learn from difficulties and challenges, and appreciate the beauty of the nature that surrounds you. If you focus solely on the summit, you will miss all these valuable experiences. Instead of rushing to reach the final destination, take the time to savor every experience and every challenge you encounter on your way. Obstacles and difficulties are not just barriers to overcome, but also valuable lessons that teach us about our own strength and determination. Every small achievement, every failure, and every moment of reflection contributes to our evolution as people. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." It is in the process, in confronting the unknown, that we truly find our courage and purpose. The question is, can you find happiness without reaching the summit, enjoying every moment of the journey? In life, we often become obsessed with achieving results and forget that the process of getting there is where we truly learn and grow. The experiences, challenges, and even failures are valuable lessons. When we focus solely on results, we create unnecessary pressure, and it's easy to be disappointed when things don't go as planned. But if we learn to enjoy every step, life becomes lighter and more meaningful. Moreover, adopting this mindset allows us to be more flexible and open to unexpected opportunities that arise along the way. Many times, what seems like a detour or obstacle can turn into a gateway to new experiences or perspectives that we might never have considered if we were obsessed with reaching a specific destination. By embracing the process and everything it entails, we give ourselves the opportunity to discover aspects of ourselves that may have been hidden and to find satisfaction in the simple act of being present in our own lives. Furthermore, the process itself can be a source of joy and satisfaction if we learn to see it with the right perspective. Instead of seeing intermediate steps as mere tasks to check off a list, we can focus on the personal growth that comes with each action. The effort, dedication, and passion we put into our goals are reflections of our character, and it is there that much of the value of what we do lies. So, how can you apply this principle to your daily life? Ask yourself, can you find joy and meaning in your daily tasks, no matter how small they are? Can you learn to love the process instead of only focusing on the final result? When we begin to change our perspective and enjoy the journey, we discover that life becomes rich and more meaningful. Appreciating the process also means living in the present, something we often forget when we're caught up in the race toward an uncertain future. By stopping to value the current moment, we find a peace that cannot be obtained in any other way. This approach not only helps us enjoy the path more, but also allows us to be more connected with ourselves and others. Ultimately, what really matters is not just where we end up, but how we get there and the stories we create along the way. Enjoying the journey doesn't mean that we don't have goals or care about results. It means that we focus on the process, on the daily steps, and on how we live and work. Remember, life is a series of consecutive moments, and each moment is worth appreciating and enjoying. This understanding lays the foundation for our next lesson, the value of simplicity. 9. The power of sleep. Sleep is a basic necessity that is often overlooked in our busy lives. Sleeping well is not only essential for physical health, but also for mental and emotional well-being. During sleep, the body repairs itself, and the mind processes and organizes the day's information. Without adequate sleep, it is difficult to function optimally and maintain a positive outlook. Creating a healthy sleep routine is fundamental to ensuring quality rest. This includes setting regular bedtimes and wake-up times, even on weekends. Consistency in sleep schedules helps regulate the body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up with more energy. The environment in which you sleep also plays a crucial role. Make sure your bedroom is a quiet, dark, and cool place. Investing in a good mattress and pillows that provide the right support can make a big difference in sleep quality. Additionally, reduce the use of electronic devices before bed, as the blue light they emit can interfere with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Relaxation before bed can prepare your mind and body for restorative sleep. Engaging in relaxing activities such as reading, taking a warm bath, or meditating can help reduce stress and anxiety accumulated during the day. Establishing a relaxing nighttime routine can signal to your body that it is time to rest. Diet and exercise also influence sleep quality. Avoid consuming caffeine and heavy meals before bed, as they can make it difficult to fall asleep. Regular exercise, preferably early in the day, can improve sleep quality, although it is best to avoid vigorous activities just before bed. Finally, if you experience persistent sleep problems, consider talking to a healthcare professional. Sleep disorders, such as insomnia or sleep apnea, may require medical intervention. Getting the right treatment can significantly improve your quality of life and help you make the most of each day. 10. Understand the impermanence of life. Nothing in life is permanent. Situations change, people come and go, and moments fade away. Accepting this reality can help you better handle changes and enjoy each moment more fully, knowing that it is unique and transitory. Life is in constant change, and that change is the only constant. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man, said the philosopher Heraclitus, emphasizing the continuous transformation of all things. In our daily lives, we often cling to stability, wishing that everything would remain the same. But can we really resist the natural flow of time and change? By understanding that everything is ephemeral, we are freed from excessive attachment, not only to material things but also to our expectations and desires. This doesn't mean we should live with emotional detachment, but rather that we should learn to appreciate what we have while we have it, knowing that nothing lasts forever. This mindset can be transformed into a source of inner strength, helping us face adversity with greater resilience. Impermanence is not just a philosophical concept, but an inevitable reality of life that permeates every aspect of our existence. From the cycle of seasons to the passage of time itself, everything is in constant change. Think about the times you've tried to hold on to a positive emotion, like the joy of an achievement or the love of a relationship, or when you've tried to avoid a negative emotion, like the pain of a loss or the anxiety of an uncertain situation. Have you noticed that all emotions, whether of joy or sadness, eventually pass? This incessant flow of experiences and feelings shows us that nothing in life is permanent. The euphoria of a triumph can fade as quickly as the sadness of a disappointment. This understanding, while it may seem discouraging, actually offers us profound wisdom. Understanding impermanence helps us appreciate the present moments with greater intensity and gratitude. Knowing that everything is transitory encourages us to savor pleasant experiences while we have them, without taking for granted that they will always be there. At the same time, this understanding provides us with a comforting perspective during difficult times, reminding us that pain and sadness are also temporary and will eventually give way to new emotions and opportunities. Moreover, by accepting the ephemeral nature of our experiences, we can avoid being carried away by anxiety or disappointment. Instead of obsessing over maintaining constant happiness or avoiding any form of suffering, we can learn to flow with life, adapting to its ups and downs with greater serenity. This acceptance allows us to live more fully and authentically, freeing ourselves from the fear of change and opening ourselves up to the richness of each moment as it is. Impermanence not only teaches us about the nature of our emotions, but also invites us to live with greater presence and balance, embracing each experience with the certainty that everything, whether good or bad, is part of the beautiful and transitory tapestry of life. When we accept the transitory nature of life, we also learn to let go of the fear of change. We understand that change is an inevitable part of existence, and instead of resisting it, we can flow with it, adapting and growing with each new experience. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make of it." This reminder invites us to cultivate an open and flexible mindset, seeing each change not as a loss, but as an opportunity to learn and evolve. A concrete example that illustrates the impermanence of life is the change of seasons. Spring brings new life, summer is full of energy and vigor, autumn is gentle and romantic, and winter is cold but prepares for a new spring. Similarly, our lives have their own cycles. Everything changes, and it is this change that brings balance and richness to life. Understanding and accepting impermanence helps us be more patient and resilient in any situation. Moreover, this perspective helps us value the present moments more deeply. When we recognize the impermanence of everything, each moment acquires a new meaning, a new richness. We become more aware of the small details, more grateful for the experiences we live, and more attentive to the people with whom we share our lives. When we face difficulties, instead of worrying and panicking, we can remind ourselves, this is just a part of the journey and it will pass. In this way, we can focus on what we can control and give our best. Impermanence teaches us the value of gratitude. When we recognize that everything can change, we begin to appreciate more deeply what we have, even the smallest things in our daily lives. Accepting the transitory nature of life allows us to live with less fear and more gratitude. We know that although we cannot control what will come, we can control how we face it. And by doing so, we become stronger, wiser, and more capable of finding beauty even in the most difficult moments. This understanding invites us to live with a mindset of openness and acceptance, recognizing that each experience, whether good or bad, has a purpose and a lesson to offer. Instead of clinging to the past or worrying about the future, we learn to inhabit the present fully, cultivating an inner peace that does not depend on external circumstances, but on our own attitude and perspective. Thus, transience becomes an ally that reminds us of the importance of living with intention and presence, appreciating each day as an unrepeatable gift. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in my life today? The question for us is, how can we live in harmony with this impermanence? One approach suggested by Stoic philosophy is the practice of acceptance. When we accept that everything happens for a reason and that we cannot control everything, we feel more relieved and at peace. Let's move on to the next lesson to understand this better. Chapter 11. Find joy in the simple things. Life is filled with small moments of happiness that we often overlook. A peaceful walk, a heartfelt conversation, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. These experiences can bring a sense of fulfillment if you give them the attention they deserve. By learning to value these simple things, you become more aware of the beauty that surrounds you every day. Have you ever wondered why children so easily find joy in the simplest things? A falling leaf, a gentle breeze, or a warm hug from their parents can light up their faces with radiant smiles. With their pure hearts, unburdened by the worries of life, children teach us a valuable lesson about finding joy in the present moment and in the simplest things. In the rush of modern life, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that happiness comes from grand achievements or extraordinary events. However, true joy is found in the everyday, in those small things that, if appreciated, have the power to brighten even the most ordinary day. By pausing to recognize and appreciate these moments, we cultivate a sense of gratitude that enriches our life experience. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Choosing to focus on the positive, on the small details that bring us joy, elevates the quality of our thoughts and, consequently, our happiness. Often, people get caught up in the pursuit of big goals and ambitions, relentlessly chasing luxury, material wealth and power, hoping these will bring them happiness and joy. But according to Stoic philosophy, true joy lies in the simplest aspects of life. It's these small things that bring us joy and peace of mind. These small moments of happiness not only bring us joy, but also connect us with the present. In a world where it's easy to get lost in worries about the past or anxieties about the future, learning to savor the here and now is an act of resistance against stress and dissatisfaction. Every time you take a sip of coffee and fully enjoy its aroma and flavor, or when you lose yourself in a deep and sincere conversation, you are practicing mindfulness, a powerful tool for mental and emotional well-being. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on the present and appreciate what we have. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to lead a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." When we stop chasing distant things and start enjoying each moment, we realize that joy is within our reach. Furthermore, by valuing these small things, we develop a greater appreciation for life in general. We begin to see beauty in the simple, the everyday, and the seemingly insignificant. This change in perspective not only makes us happier, but also allows us to live more fully and consciously. Each moment becomes an opportunity to experience life with all our senses, and each small act of gratitude strengthens our emotional well-being. Appreciating the small moments of happiness also helps us create a more balanced life. Instead of constantly seeking the next big thing to make us happy, we learn to find satisfaction in what we already have. This mindset of abundance, recognizing and being grateful for what surrounds us, reduces feelings of scarcity and need, fostering a more lasting inner peace. The lessons of Stoic philosophy also teach us that finding joy in simple things not only brings happiness to ourselves, but also helps us build better relationships with others. When we appreciate what we have, we become less envious, less comparative, and live more harmoniously with those around us. By learning to value the small moments of happiness, we are cultivating a life rich in meaning and satisfaction. We become more aware of the beauty that surrounds us every day and more capable of finding joy in the simplest things. This is a skill that not only enriches us personally, but also positively influences those around us, as our appreciation and gratitude often inspire others. Thus, in the sum of these small moments, we find the key to a full and happy life. Take a little time each day to pause, breathe deeply, and look for those small but meaningful things around you. A good meal, a great book, or simply a moment of tranquility with family and friends. Remember The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. By learning this, you also learn gratitude. Now, if any part of this message has been helpful to you, leave us your like and comment, helping the algorithm recommend it to someone who needs it at this time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos. And if you look through the videos we've already uploaded, you're sure to find something to take with you. Have a good day.